so much for joining us today. My name is Katrina Heilmeyer. I am the recruiter for the Honors College. And today we want to quickly talk to you about what you can expect from Honors College outside the classroom. So many of our students are nervous about getting involved. They want to see what they can do outside of just what the honors classroom can provide. So I brought two students here today to talk about it. I'll have you both go ahead and introduce yourselves. We'll start with Lauren.
Hi, I'm Lauren Hewlett. I'm a second year. I am a communication sciences and disorders major, so I was originally on the track to become a speech pathologist and go to grad school, but now I'm kind of exploring career options within that field. Still in the same major, but just kind of figuring out what I want to do. Um, I'm from Marysville, Michigan, and it's about an hour north of Detroit. Um, I am involved in, well, my favorite involvement is probably honors ambassadors. And so with that, we kind of just talk to prospective students and and I think I was kind of nervous about just getting involved in general, just because I know in high school I was super involved. And so I think the Honors College honestly helped me in a way because I think before coming to college, I was just like, oh my gosh, how do I even meet people in the first place? And so coming in and having people in the Honors College that I knew supported me kind of gave me that like confidence to go out and join other things. And so Honors Ambassadors is just one of the many things that I'm involved in, but yeah.
And Ty?
Hi everyone, I'm Ty. I'm a third year music education and music performance major. My end goal is to be a music teacher, either beginning band or general music. And I'm from Sandusky, Ohio, so if you know where Cedar Point is, I'm right up there on the top Bill Jackster. And one organization that I'm a part of is the Ohio Collegiate Music Education Association, which is a big mouthful. So just call it OCMEA. I serve as the president of OCMEA this year, and it has been an absolute pleasure. It's an organization made for music education majors to help connect them with each other, connect them with faculty and mentors in the field, provide professional networking and development opportunities. And being a part of honors has really given me that confidence and that ability to look at an organization and be able to see where is it now and where does it need to go, or how can it grow from here, and what can I do, what steps can I take to facilitate that growth and help it become bigger and better than it was before. And so I really attribute a lot of my leadership capabilities that I've been able to enact in OCMEA to what I've learned through my involvement with the Honors College, both in class and outside of the classroom.
Hallmarks of the Honors College is that we provide a lot of activities outside the classroom, whether that be through the Honors or one of our many student organizations. We also encourage students to get involved outside of the Honors College and outside of not only the classroom, but involvements that'll really help you in the future. Did you have any fears when getting involved when you came to college?
I kind of touched on this earlier too, but I was just really nervous that I would overwhelm myself and kind of put too many things on my plate. Because I know in high school I was really involved just because I didn't know where I wanted to go to college, so I wanted to make sure that my involvements um, were I just want to make sure I had a lot of involvement so that I could, go to a good college and things like that. And so I didn't really want to do that in college. I wanted to make sure that what I got involved with was, I guess, purposeful and like I actually wanted to be involved with these things. I wasn't just doing it for my resume. So I wanted to make sure that I wasn't just kind of like, oh yeah, I'll join this club. I wanted to make sure that it was something I actually wanted to do, I guess. So.
One of the main ways you can get involved, especially right off the bat outside the classroom, is through the Honors Learning Community. The Honors Learning Community is a community of students who really have the same values and the same interests. They live in Founders Residence Hall. It is an option for our honors students. It is not a requirement of our honors students. So you'll see in this Venn diagram that a lot of students are in both the Honors College and the Honors Learning Community, but it is not something that is required of you to do both. It's an opportunity for you to kind of take on that next step. So we have Tai, who participated in the Honors Learning Community, and Lauren, who lived outside the Honors Learning Community. So Tai, why did you decide to join the Honors Learning Community?
Well, first off, I love the music students, I love the CMA, but you're with them all the time. And so I wanted to find a community outside of the Honors College where I could kind of get away from the music students, because my other option for living was in Kreischer Batchelder, which is the music community. And so I didn't want to be with the same people 24 hours because I know I would go insane. So having Founders and having the HLC was a great way to establish a second community that was already kind of built into my BG experience my first year, and I didn't have to think about it. It was just a part of my life. I also loved all the opportunities that came with the HLC. So like you have the day trips that you go on. I don't know how many musicals, how many times we went to the Toledo Zoo. Like it's just a great way to get off campus. And if you have a big assignment that you're stressed about, you can just like go to the zoo and look at giraffes, and it's like perfect. Programming that connects you with HLC members, connects you with like just people who just live in that dorm, faculty of the Honors College. So it's a great way to get connected and to meet the people and the family that exists in the HLC. And then also just the dorms themselves were so much nicer than some of the other ones on campus. And the 6-person suite was to die for. And I loved my suite mates, and I loved getting to just have my own space, have enough room, have my own shower. It was amazing.
When we're talking about the Honors Learning Community, we want to really think about what all is included in that community. So first of all, your availability of faculty and advisors. Tai, you mentioned that. Our students live in the same place where the Honors College office is. So you can just come downstairs for a meeting with your advisor, or just pop in maybe if you need to ask Monica a question or something like that. We also have a lot of events that are in that community where you're living. So every Monday, our dean will do meditation Mondays, or on Wednesdays, we have popcorn Wednesdays where maybe we have popcorn and trivia. Even now we're doing that online. So even though we're not in all the same space, we're still able to really connect. And I think it's because of that strong community that's built within the Honors Learning Community. So do you have a favorite memory from the Honors Learning Community, Tai?
Well, I mentioned one of my favorites, which is just any of the trips that we went on. Like all of the day trips were just so much fun. I absolutely loved my suite. We had so much fun. We got along so well. We were all from different majors. Like none of us had even remotely similar majors to each other. So it was nice to go out and live our lives and like the science-y stuff or the music-y stuff, and then be able to come back, and we were like a little family. And so getting to live with them and just hang out with them every single night. We always went out to dinner. Like there was never a night that we didn't hang out together. And so just having that experience and those memories of just living in that little suite, that little apartment of ours, it was so much fun. So that's got to be my favorite memory of HLC.
So membership in the Honors Learning Community, like I said, it's not required to be a part of the Honors College. It is an extra $200 a semester, but that includes all of the day trips that Tai is talking about. So whether zoo, maybe going up to the Buddhist temple in Toledo, or it also includes one overnight trip. So each year we go to Stratford, Ontario for the Shakespeare Festival. We go to Chicago, and then we do one extra trip as well. So that is all included in your $200 a semester. And so really the money is spent back on you in programming. Our typical room for our first year student is a 6-person suite. where there are 3 double rooms, and then there's a common living area, and then 2 toilets and a shower. So this is air conditioned, it's suite style living, so it's a great way that you have 5 friends right off the bat. Whether it's going to an organization meeting or maybe going to salsa night on Wednesday with the Latino Student Union, maybe it'll make you feel better to go with someone else. And so you can bring in all of these different experiences as well. So when we're thinking about involvement outside the classroom, I also want to bring in what other involvement do you have, and what have you really been able to participate in? So is there something that has surprised you when you came to college that you did and you didn't think that you would be doing?
Well, for me, this winter, I actually got to study abroad during the winter session that takes place in most of January. I went to Morocco for a music and healing class, and I was actually able to make that part of my honors project. So as a music education major, like world music is a big part of that. And there's always the discussion of how do we represent world musics in a sensitive, appropriate way that is not like appropriating anything, that's not being disrespectful or generalizing the culture. And so my honors project is about how can I incorporate Moroccan music and Moroccan culture into a general music classroom. And a lot of what I'm thinking of doing now, because I'm in the process of creating that lesson plan, a lot of the knowledge that I'd be like sharing with my students, the music that I'd be making with my students came from my experience abroad, because of the amazing faculty that I went with who actually taught a honors music and healing course the previous year. I was able to take lessons from Moroccan musicians, and I was able to observe and participate in Moroccan musical performances, and I got to live with a host family. So those were experiences that, had it not been for honors, even letting me know it was an option to make that as a part of my honors project, and helping me fund that travel with the honors study abroad scholarship, like, it would not have been possible. And so that was not anything I'd ever expected myself to do, but it's been one of the best parts about this year in my time at BG.
Jordan, what have been some of your involvements outside of the Honors College?
So in addition to honors ambassadors, I'm also in Alpha Chi Omega, which is a sorority on campus. And then in addition to that, I play intramural sports. And so that's just the sports league within BG's students. And I think faculty can play too, actually, now that I think about it. But anyway, so intramurals are super fun. They're usually held like late at night on a Tuesday night or something, and it's just a good break in your week if you played sports in high school and you kind of want to stay involved in that capacity.
So we want you to connect with us even after this presentation. You can connect with us on social media using the hashtag BGSU Honors. You can go to our website. Really, now is the time that online communication and online connection is so important. We want you to learn about honors, even if you're not able to come to campus right now. Know that I, as the honors recruiter, am happy to have an individual conversation with you. You can sign up with that on the website. We also have videos about what is honors, the benefits of honors, and application and scholarship tips if you're thinking about applying for a future semester. So we hope that you'll come and visit us when it's safe and really be part of our honors community. But thank you so much for joining us today. Thanks.